Do you need an LLC to start wholesaling real estate? If you give me a second, I will answer that question and more. So stand by. Let's get it. Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man. Do you need an LLC to start wholesaling real estate? Well, we will answer this question from a recent Flipinar, show number 95. And as a bonus, if you're interested, we will also answer the following questions. Before I start wholesaling real estate, do I need a closing attorney and or a title company on my team? Mr. Flipman, can the one-page contract that you give away for free be used to wholesale mobile homes? As a wholesaler, should I ever show my contract to another wholesaler? So before we answer those questions, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you are alerted whenever I upload new videos, and also when we go live on Thursday nights with our live Flipinars. So here comes your answers. You recommend forming an LLC, and if so, when should you form one?
I would say if you're doing a fix and flip, yes, because all hard money loans only will be lent in a LLC. But if you're just starting off and you're doing wholesaling, as we always stated, use what you have. If you don't have enough money to purchase an LLC for your first deal, do it in your name. But when you do make that money, just reinvest back into yourself, reinvest back into your business, so you can start purchasing or wholesaling your properties as an LLC. Therefore, you can control the taxes on the back end of that as well and be able to do your write-offs. When you're doing it 100% in your name, you're not able to write anything off. So just, use what you have when you're first starting off, but invest back into yourself over the first couple flips, so you are able to control your taxes and things like that.
Besides having a title company, do I need an attorney or any other party to help me with wholesaling or closing?
No, you need a title company or an attorney. Once you get the contracts to the attorney going to complete all the closing documents for you. They're going to clear the title, make sure they issue a clear and marketable title to the end buyer. So there's not necessarily any other parties that you really need. If your end buyer is financing the property, you may want to just get some type of maybe contact them to make sure that their financing is in place and it will go through, because if they say that it's going to go through and they haven't completed their paperwork and things of that nature, that will hold up your end. So when someone is doing financing, you may want to contact the financing company to determine that this client or this buyer is a client of theirs and they are financing this property at this particular address.
Can I use, I guess, my one-page contract to for mobile homes? Just understand with mobile homes that if land is not included in the transaction, it's going to be treated different, meaning that if it has to be moved, it's almost, well, it's closer to being treated like an automobile versus a house if the land is not included, right? And because, and the reason I'm saying that is that because with a mobile home, the owner can easily have the title in hand if they don't owe anything on it. And there's no closing needed, right? They can transact the deal, again, if land is not included, with the lot itself is not included, without going through a closing. Just like when you sell a car, if it's your car, you got the title, a bill of sale, and the money, that deal is over with. You know, as far as the state is concerned, they registered or whatever. That's that person's now. Whereas with the house, you know, you can do a deal like that with a house, but most people just not going to do a deal like that with a house. They're going to go through the proper channels of going through a title company to get a title search, title insurance, and close it with either an attorney or a title company. So to answer your question about the one-page contract, it just depends. You know, what comes with the mobile home. If nothing comes with it, no, it's not going to do you any good, in my opinion. So it's okay to ask another wholesaler to see the contract when doing a JV deal. I've been getting a lot of other wholesalers calling from my bandit signs. Well, you ask yourself, are you going to show your if you have a contract with a seller, or are you willing to show it to another wholesaler? So if you are, then game. But most wholesalers probably not going to do that. Now, the way I'm going to handle it, I don't have to actually see the contract in per se. But well, I'm just going to have a series of questions. I'm going to ask to know if I'm going to deal with them or not. Well, it's just so many factors. Do they have access to the property? Well, let me just say this now. We're going to do it one or two ways. Either you're just going to give me a price, and that works for me and you, and the wholesaler and I do a contract just like I'm the buyer, and whatever I make above that I keep, or we're doing a contract where I'm getting it. Oh my God, the dead has arisen. I'm getting it at the same price that he's getting it at, and we just split whatever is made whenever I bring the buyer to the table. So, you know, what do you think?
You know, it's a good question, and it's such a iffy situation because personally, I'm not showing anyone my contract, but I have got myself in situations where these wholesalers don't have their end tight, you know, and here you are, you know, have your end buyer in place and they're ready to go, and then the wholesaler don't have their contracts in place, and it messes up the entire deal and makes you look like you're amateur because you selling a property that's not even tied up. So it's a thin line. Personally, you just gonna have to trust me that I got my end tied up. But I have been in places where people didn't have the end of the contract under contract, you know, and it could mess up the entire deal. So it's such an iffy situation. You know, some investors, it could really rub some investors the wrong way. Like, how dare you ask me for my contract? You know, like, seriously, you know, you can build trust with one another and begin to build trust with these investors, that you all can build and do something, and you trust that they have their end, and you're going to go out there and put yours together. So it's such an iffy situation. I would say figure out who you're dealing with and see if you can, if it's, you know, it would be comfortable for you to ask to see that AB contract. If not, then it could be a situation where they may not have their stuff together and you all get to the closing table and it all fall apart, or it'd be a situation where you just have to trust that the wholesaler in between have their contract in place. You know, so I have seen it both ways.
Boom. I hope that video helped. If you would like to see more videos like this one, please select one of the videos that will appear on the screen shortly. But also, again, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you are alerted whenever I upload new videos. But also, you are alerted whenever we go live on Thursday nights with our live flipinars, where we answer your questions live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So like this video, share it, and if you didn't know, if you have questions, you can ask your questions in the comments section of this video or any of my videos, and I will gladly answer. But before I go, if you want access to the real estate tools of tools, go to dealulator.com. That's dealulator.com, if you want to make finding and doing deals easier. So that's all I have to say about that, and I will see you on the flip side.